Welcome to your yoga flow practice. Focus today on the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra, located at the crown of the head. So today in our practice we're going to be working on opening and invigorating the crown, but also in working with the spine and the movements of the spine to help draw the energy up from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head, up our main Sushumna Nadi, this energy channel in the body. So let's start on our backs. Bring the soles of the feet on the ground, hip distance apart, knees up towards the ceiling. Palms of the hands can come down towards the side of the body, and just take a moment to arrive here. Feeling the back of the body softening onto the ground. And notice the length of the spine. From the base of the spine all the way up the spine energetically to the crown of the head. Can you begin to connect with your breath here? Can you begin to make each inhale and each exhale a little bit longer, a little bit more even than the breath before? Beginning to breathe a little more fully, a little more deeply and evenly. And as you do this, you're going to begin to activate that pathway, that Sushumna Nadi from the base to the crown. Visualize, sense or feel as you inhale, drawing energy from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head, and as you exhale, allowing that energy to drop back down from the crown of the head to the base. So inhale up, base to crown, following your awareness all the way along that pathway, and exhale back down, crown to base. Just with your breath, inhale up, base to crown. And exhale, crown to base. Good, keep it going. Inhale, base to crown. Exhale, crown to base. We're going to add some movement with our breath here. Inhale, base to crown. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And as you exhale, lengthen the legs, draw the arms above the head onto the ground behind you. Inhale, bend the knees, bring the feet back down onto the ground. And as you exhale, draw the arms down towards the side of the body. So that's our sequence. Inhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Exhale, lengthen the legs, reach the arms onto the ground above the head. Good. Inhale, bend the knees, feet come back to the ground. Exhale, arms come just down to the side of the body. With your breath, inhale, hug the knees in. Exhale, lengthen the legs, reach the arms. Inhale, bend the knees, feet to the ground. Exhale, arms down to the side of the body. Continue in your own time. See if you can link breath and movement together now. One more. Can you finish each breath at exactly the same point the movement finishes? Beginning to link breath and body together into a moving meditation. Good. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Allow the knees to drop over to the left side. Reach the arms out, gazing up or back across that right arm. Maybe both knees stay bent, or maybe you lengthen the left leg and allow that right knee to drop over. So spinal twist. Getting a beautiful twisting of the spine. Opening through the chest. Unravel all the way back to center and over to the other side, either both knees together, or if you did so on the other side, lengthening that right leg, left leg can bend. Can you stay with your nice long and even breath? Good. Unravel all the way back to center. Hug the knees in towards the chest, pick up the head and shoulders round into a little ball, and take a few rocks backwards and forwards along the spine. On about your 5th rock up, you're going to rock up, pressing the feet into the ground and come into a forward fold. So on your next rock, can you not use the hands? As you plant the feet, lift the hips and fold forwards. Good. Heel toe the feet hip distance apart. Grab hold of the elbows and just give yourself a few moments here, allowing the spine to lengthen. Knees can be soft and weight a little forwards into the toes and the balls of the feet. Head, shoulders and arms nice and heavy. You have this pouring action of your weight spilling forwards. That energy easily flowing from the base to the crown. Good. Release the arms, plant the hands down onto the ground and step back to your downward facing dog. Pressing into the fingertips, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you take a little pedal through the heels, getting some length into the hamstrings. And then when you're ready to, finding stillness. Can you come up high onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels, ripple the weight all the way forwards to your plank position. Press down into the hands, heels are pressing away. You've got a long line from the sitting bones all the way up to the crown of the head. Knees can come down if you need more support, slowly lowering all the way down onto your belly. Untuck the toes, inhale to open the chest, baby cobra. You could press into the hands here to come slightly higher up. Pelvis is still planting down. Roll the heads of the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows in and press the tops of the feet down into the ground. There's a little zipping up in the core. Belly button slightly back towards the spine. Good, release all the way back down and press back to child's pose. Big toes together, knees nice and wide. Arms can stay active here, forearms off of the ground. And then tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Good. Begin to walk your feet to your hands, step by step. When you reach the top, inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach the arms, palms together. Stay as you are. I'm going to face forward so you can see me. Feet are planting, hip distance apart to give you a little bit more stability. As you exhale, left hand comes over to the left side. Take a nice stretch into the right side of the body. Maybe gazing under the armpit. Inhale to come all the way back up, palms of the hands together above the head. Exhale over to the other side. Right hand comes down, lengthening into that left side. Good. Inhale to come up. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach the arms, palms together. We're going to repeat this a few times. Left hand comes down. As you exhale, lengthening through that right side. Inhale back to center, reach the arms. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up, reach the arms, palms together. Exhale, left arm down, lengthen through that right side. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach the arms, palms together. You have one more round. Exhale over to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Last time, pausing here, gaze up towards the fingertips, shoulders softening away from the ears. And then bringing the palms of the hands down your center line to your heart. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms. Step the feet together, so big toes together, heels a little apart here. Weight back in the heels like you're sitting into a chair. Spine is nice and long. Tops of the arms are rotating in towards each other, so elbows and baby fingers wrapping in to keep broad through the chest. Can you drop the hips a little lower to a low chair? See if you can keep the arms reaching. Using the strength in your core to slowly lower the sit bones down to the ground, come into your boat pose. Good. So sticking the tailbone out so you can lengthen through the spine. Palms are rolling up, spine is nice and long. Maybe there's space to lengthen the legs. Just pausing here whilst I demonstrate. You've got a couple of options. Your first option, hug the knees in towards the chest, take one rock back, plant the feet and catch yourself back in your chair. Or your second option from your boat pose is for the palms to come down to the sides, legs reach overhead into your plow pose. Rocking all the way forwards. Again, plant the feet and see if you can catch yourself back in your chair. See if you can do it without using your hands. Once you're here, bring the palms of the hands together at the chest and twist left elbow hooks. Palms of the hands are pressing. Maybe you gaze over the right shoulder, so you're in a twist. Sitting bones are drawing back behind you. Check those knees are nice and in line. You haven't got one knee pushing further forwards than the other. And then bring the gaze down to the ground. Press into the right foot. Left foot hovers an inch or two off the ground. Slowly stepping back to your twisting lunge. Option back knee can be down if you need a little bit more support. If not, you're pressing the back heel away. Back leg nice and long and strong. See if you can get the palms towards the heart. Maybe you need to raise up out of that bottom shoulder. Good. Warrior two to come all the way up. Releasing the twist, reach the arms, turn the back foot out and heel toe that front foot a little further over so that you've got a long line from front heel to back heel or to inner arch of the back foot. Gazing at the middle finger of the front hand, take an inhale. Base to crown. Exhale, crown to base. Good. Inhale, base to crown. Exhale, crown to base. Lengthen the front leg, Trikonasana triangle pose. Adjust your stance if you need to. Can you stay long through both sides of the body? Hand could be lightly resting on the shin. If you're hypermobile, little bend in that front knee to look after your joints. Can you roll the upper body back, gazing up towards the top fingertips? And then focus comes down, bend the front knee, frame the front foot, come onto the ball of the back foot. Press into the hands to lift the front leg off, fallen star, thread the right leg through to the left side, back heel drops down, press into the right hand, left arm reaches opening through the chest. Good, releasing the hand, lifting that right leg off, step back to your plank position. Exhale to lower half or all the way down onto your belly. Inhale forwards, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Take 3 or so long, even breaths. Good. Bend the knees, gaze forwards in between the hands. Step or little jump, feet your hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms. Weight a little back into the heels. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. That might mean the arms need to come a little wider. Keep the core engaged as you slowly lower the hips. Hover the sitting bones a couple of inches away from the ground. Can you control it all the way down as you bring those sitting bones down? Come back into your boat pose. Maybe there's space to lengthen the legs. Heart is drawing up. Nice long spine. Either hugging the knees to take your rock back or rocking back to your plow pose. Gaze stays up or at the belly button. Catching yourself in your chair, reach forwards to plant the feet. Good, bring the palms of the hands together to twist right elbow hooks this time. So palms towards the center of the heart. If you're slumping down into that right shoulder, they might be up by the other armpit. So see if you can press away from the ground. Chin is a little touch. You could be gazing in between your arms or back over that left shoulder. Physically look at your knees. Check they're nice and in line. That right hip drawing back. And then gaze can come down again to help you balance as you press into that left foot. Right foot hovers, nice and slowly stepping back to your twisting low lunge. Back knee could come down if you need, or keep that back heel pressing away. Good, warrior two to come all the way up. Release the arms, turn the back foot out, staying as you are. Gaze at the middle finger of the front hand. You've got that left leg forward, knees squeezing back open over the toes. Trikonasana triangle pose. Lengthen the front leg, adjust your feet if you need to. Stay long through both sides to come down. Can you wrap the right side of the rib cage around the spine as if you're rolling your belly button and your heart up towards the sky? And then gaze comes down, bend the front knee, frame the front foot, you're onto the ball of the back foot. Lift the left foot off, thread it through to the right side, fallen star. Both legs stay long and strong. You drop the back heel down so you can plant that right foot flat and the right arm reaches. Press the ground away from you. Option, you could of course come to a modified side plank with that left knee down if you need a little bit more support or if there are any injuries. Releasing the hand, step back to your plank position. A moment to lengthen here, take an inhale. Exhale to lower half or all the way down. Inhale forwards, upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. 3 long, even breaths. Inhaling base to crown, exhaling crown to base. Good, bend the knees, gaze forwards in between the hands, step or little jump, feet your hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhale to fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms. This is your last go at your little rock back to catch yourself in your chair. Keep the weight a little back in the heels, drop the hips a little lower. Plant the sitting bones down as gracefully as you can. Lengthen the legs if there's space in your body. Take a nice inhale, holding the knees or rocking back to your plow pose. There's a little bit of force here as you press the feet into the ground, reaching forwards to catch yourself in your chair. And come all the way up to standing. Good job. We'll take our tree pose today. Right foot above or below the knee. Toes could be on the ground if you need a little bit more support, or reach for a wall if you need something to help you balance. Bring the palms of the hands together at the heart. Good. Now as you energetically, with your intention and awareness, draw energy all the way from the base up to the crown. The arms begin to lengthen And the palms begin to open, spreading your energy. Maybe gaze can come up, opening the crown chakra up towards the universe, towards receiving wisdom, deeper levels of understanding, awareness and consciousness. The palms of the hands together above the head, and bring that awareness all the way back down to the heart. Heart-centered awareness. Good. Drawing that right knee in front of you. We're adding two balancing postures together here. Left hand can come to the outside of the right knee. Right arm's reaching back behind you. If there's space, maybe you reach for the outside of the foot. Leg could lengthen forwards, or palm of the hand could be under the thigh. If you're here in your twist, is there space to bring your gaze over that back hand? Pressing the ground away. Good. Bring the gaze back to center and carefully releasing that leg, palms to heart center, and pause. Good. We'll switch to the other side. Left foot above or below the knee. Hands to the heart. Slowly think about inhaling that energy from the base to the crown of that main Sushumna Nadi, that energy channel in the body. And when it reaches towards the crown, palms begin to reach as well, up above the head, and maybe the palms open, shining your light out into the world. Palms of the hands back together above the head, honoring that connection with the universe, and then bring the hands all the way back to the heart. Good job. We'll come into our twist. Left knee comes forwards, right hand to the outside of the knee to reach that left arm back. Maybe there's space to lengthen the leg. Maybe there's space to reach for the outside of the foot. Knee could of course be bent. Needs to spread the back hand. Can you switch your gaze over the back hand? Just a coil of energy up around the spine and out through the crown of the head. Good. Unravel back to center. Easily releasing that leg, bring the palms of the hands back to your heart and stepping to the top of your mat. Inhale to reach the arms. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Either step back to your downward facing dog, or maybe you take an extra vinyasa through stepping back. Exhale to lower half or all the way down. Inhale forwards cobra or upward facing dog, your variation. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Good. Bring the knees down onto the ground and sit back onto your heels into your child's pose. And you can allow the arms to relax here. Maybe the forehead softens onto the ground. Good. Now if you have any neck or shoulder injuries, just stay here as you are, resting in child's pose. If there are no injuries in the neck or shoulders, come up onto all fours first, just to have a little look, and I'll show you. You're going to begin to lift the hips, tuck the chin in towards the chest, and rock up so that the crown of the head comes onto the ground.
Maybe you stay here with the hands towards the side of the head, or maybe the hands can reach towards the heels and you really tuck the chin in. There's a little bit of weight on the crown of the head. You're still active in the core, scooping your belly in, back towards the spine. Shoulders are drawing away from the ears, and you're just feeling that little bit of pressure on the crown. Good. Drop the hips back towards the heels and rest in child's pose. Untuck the chin. Arms could stay reaching back, forehead towards the mat. And pause. Good. Option to stay resting here. If a headstand is already in your practice, you are welcome to come into your headstand. If this is new to you, this is not the time or the video to be doing it, so just stay resting as you are, focusing on your breath. If there's no chance of you falling over in your headstand because you're super stable, connected, and well practiced and versed in your headstand, then maybe you come there. So you could cradle the hands. Front of the crown of the head comes onto the ground as you support the back of the head. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, begin to walk the feet in towards the head, so hips are above the head. Pressing firmly down into the forearms, not too much weight on the crown of the head. Maybe one heel comes in towards the glute. Maybe two if you can lift yourself off without jumping, so you're controlled. Maybe there's space for the legs to lengthen up towards the sky. Using the strength in your core to slowly lower the legs back down. Maybe you tuck the knees in towards the chest, or maybe you can keep the legs long as the feet come back down and come back into your child's pose. Arms could be reaching forwards or back towards the feet. Take 3 to 5 even breaths here. Good, gently rolling up your spine to a seat. Lift the hips over to one side and bring the legs out in front of you as you make your way down onto your back. Hug the knees in towards the chest, take a gentle little rock from side to side. And when you're ready, releasing into your Shavasana. Before you completely settle in your Shavasana, bring the fingertips to the crown of the head and just give the crown of the head a few little taps. Beginning to activate and open that area. And then releasing fully into your Shavasana. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out of the mouth. Allowing the whole weight of the body to soften down onto the mat. Can you relax all the muscles in your face? Good, and feeling free to stay here for as long as you need. It was a pleasure to guide you through your practice.